You're listening to Houseology Live.
Houseology Live.
Houseology Live.
Houseology Live.
Houseology Live.
Houseology Live on Humble.
Hey, everybody.
Yo.
Yo, yo, yo.
Hopefully all you stuck around for the 7 o'clock start time. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, thanks guys for waiting. We DJ Embrace in the building. What's up, Embrace?
What up, doe?
We got Volume over there. Hey, Volume.
Hey, y'all.
Oh, well, I'm not volume.
No, but you raved at it, fucking
wanna be
Robbie.
I mean, I have volume, let's put it that way, but not in my hair.
Oh, well, welcome
That's
back.
not what the internet says.
I bet.
What are they saying?
Listen, I disabled, you all know I disabled my OnlyFans. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
We know how that goes. You know what I'm talking about, Luke. Don't act like you don't.
I just
Anyways.
wonder where that friends and family discount was. What's up?
Well, you know, it was, but you know, it renews at the full price.
Oh my gosh, guys.
These
I'm
guys be
DJ
Walden,
Keto.
SOS. People help me.
Yeah,
We got Luke Lethal in the building. What's up, man?
I'm cooling, man. Good to be with y'all.
there he is, everybody.
Luke
That's
Lethal
Luke
or
is.
Young Death, you know, whichever
It's
one.
catching on.
Whichever one you know him as, but
I'm not even Young Death.
We could go further. We go back to Dr. Boom. We could go back to
Dr. Boom, huh?
yeah. You don't know nothing about that
Yeah.
Dr. Boom right there.
Yeah,
boy.
they took away my license to practice. I had to do something new, man.
Yeah, no, man, we go way back to Del Sol days.
Yeah, like McDenton's, like Soho. Yeah.
Yes. So this is gonna be our guest of hour, guys. Luke Lethal, Young Death.
The one, the only.
The one, the
Hey.
only,
Only.
Venta Black, Del Sol, Floor 13. We could go on right now, you know. But guys, what about the weekend? This last couple weeks have been hectic.
Well, we
Everything's been
didn't have a
going on.
show
Tiny bit.
last Monday.
I know.
so
Memorial Day was wild.
So much has happened.
Yeah, we were at the Saint. We had a little fun out there. Beach, St. Pete Beach, pool party
yep.
vibes. You
Mike
know,
had his party.
Mike
his
has secrets.
Oh, yeah, man.
Through my first event.
Yes.
Seminole Heights. It was called
we
Secrets.
got claps somewhere. It's always
Thank
20
you,
seconds
thank you.
late.
Yeah, that was
Hold
super
on,
fire.
hold on. Stand by.
We got claps coming. coming.
Yeah, eventually.
I didn't catch the clap at my
Remember,
event, but
inappropriately timed
Yeah, you were in Tampa.
sound effects.
I mean,
yeah, you
dodged
never
the bullet,
know,
bro.
right? No, I'm wifed up. I just don't have a ring on.
In the meantime, I'll just go, secrets.
Secrets.
There you go.
Tampa rooftops. That
Yeah.
was wild.
It was fun, man. That was for the homies. I put, a couple good friends on the lineup. Luke, we got to get you on there.
Hey.
But that was cool. It was on the rooftop, Tampa in the background.
Yeah.
It was fire, yo.
Yeah, very cool. Very
Yeah,
cool.
Yep.
What did you have going on this last 2 weeks, man? You guys have been everywhere, man.
bro, I honestly can't tell you, man. I think I'm getting old, bro. I mean, I've been playing shows, been going to shows.
There we go.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah.
There
Welcome,
it
Luke
is.
Lethal,
Oh, yeah.
everyone.
That
Welcome, Luke
part.
Lethal.
Yeah, that was one of them.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
did Katie's birthday.
That was a lot of
party.
fun. Shout out Katie. Shout out
Yeah.
Lance.
Yes.
That was a good night. Real good night.
Yes. Rave Daddy, what about you, man? You've been bouncing around a little bit. Divine Freaks?
Yes, went to the Divine Freak show this weekend. The guys moved to Bayboro Brewing, where I have my Techno Tequila show, which will be actually next Tuesday. Shameless plug.
Love
and yeah, that's going to be a good thing. We got a good lineup. We'll talk more about that next Monday, though. But
Sure.
yeah, they moved to Bayboro because of just some business things that they were taking care of, and I thought it was really good. I was really proud of the kids.
Looked great.
Because- yeah,
that show looked amazing.
You know,
I know what.
So, you know, I told him at the end of the night, I said, you know, there's this warmth you get at Bayboro Brewing because of all the wood and the low lights and what is kind of a more natural burning light as opposed to over at Coastal Creative where it's just all hard concrete, steel, and black light.
Yep.
It's a different feeling. It's a more welcoming feeling. Also, because there's all that wood in that room and all those bodies, it produces a very warm sound from their house sound system.
Ooh. And they have good sound there too.
Yes. So it's even though it's loud, it's not like that. What I describe is like this. It's more like this.
Yeah.
You know, you're not feeling like bass and stuff just smacking you in the face and the chest and all that, and you can still kind of talk. But they did that. I mean, drinking there is cheaper than the previous location. They did the outside garden where they did actual bass music instead of doing anything else.
Really?
And I think that was a great
That's
idea.
good. I didn't know that.
It was a great idea, and people were really receptive of it because it was something actually different, you know. And I said, you guys got to keep that. You got to roll with that.
Yeah.
And Also, I was really proud to Breathe to the Beat because he's been playing just about 2 years now, and he did a wonderful set. He did a really
Was it
good
techno?
job. He did a little bit of techno, and in the middle of his set, he dropped a whole D&B set for a minute.
Yeah, I saw the
Oh,
clip.
Yeah,
It was pretty
yeah.
awesome.
And I got up there and I gave him a shout out on the mic because I told him I said you leveled up, earned a new DJ badge this week, and he did.
Yeah.
But it was super receptive. People love the fact that they can come out of the room and go into the loungy dining area, and it's not as loud.
Mm-hmm.
You can go outside and get some fresh air. I mean, it really went well, and that's part of the
good
reason
setup.
why we're keeping the techno shows there too.
Oh yeah.
But it was really
I
good.
love me some techno and tacos.
And tequila.
That was amazing. I mean, a tequila you can keep it a little bit, but
I'll take it for you, brother. I got you.
Ah, there you go. Well, we're going to. We did. I just talked to management about that today. We're going to absolutely make sure that there are vegetarian options next Tuesday, not tomorrow. Next Tuesday,
next
everybody.
Tuesday,
Nice.
guys.
See you next Tuesday.
Yeah, see you next.
Yes.
Exactly. And but we're gonna have vegetarian options. We're gonna have guac. We're gonna have rice. We're gonna have stuff like that. There wasn't too many things that we took note of that we had to fix or make better. Thankfully, and so we're going to do that, and it'll be another good time. I hope the community comes back out because they did it for us the first time. We had over 150 people show up, and we took their bar sales from about $400 to $2,800. So
Damn.
Ooh, gotta love it.
the business appreciates that.
For
so
sure. Let's get into Lethal, where our guest is
Yes.
here. What up?
Hey.
What it do?
Luke
What it
Lethal.
do?
We got
Chilling,
crowds
man.
coming
Chilling.
somewhere. The crowd's gonna come in sometime soon.
nope,
Here, 20
nope,
seconds
Yeah.
later.
So, before you got here, I was like, listen, let's talk.
Oh,
there you go.
There it
See
is.
it, there you
There
are.
it is.
You run a label.
That's how you know.
Right? You
Yeah.
run Vandal Black. He runs a label.
That's right.
What goes into it? How did you get from here, from where you started from? Talk about that journey.
I mean, I would say unbridled passion for the culture and the community at a large.
That part.
Worldwide, not even just here.
Yeah,
And making
yeah.
those connections, forging things between those people.
You were always really good about that.
Oh,
you
thank
have
you, man.
connections literally all over the world.
Played
I
at the
see.
Amsterdam
I've
dance
seen.
event last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
man.
say that again. What do you play at?
Amsterdam, ADE.
Yeah.
Hey, okay.
Amsterdam dance event.
That's sick, man. How was that?
Pretty good, man. Just all over the place, pretty much.
Yeah.
Since 2014, been running labels.
Yeah.
And it's probably my main passion, main focus, really.
Yeah.
Especially now that I've been getting a little older.
Yeah, yeah.
I've given more time towards those things.
Yeah, you're
towards
in your
developing
40s
the next
now.
wave. Almost. I'm not quite there yet. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that.
My kids say you're pushing 40.
Yeah,
Like, sit down. You're
that's
pushing 40.
more
I'm
accurate.
Like, yo, chill out.
That's accurate. He's the same exact age as me. I don't know if you know we have the same
We have the
birthday.
exact
Oh, for
same
real?
birthday.
No way. That's
Same
what's
year and
up.
everything,
Okay,
bro.
that's
October
Really?
26 boys.
Yes.
There you go.
87.
Scorpios, baby.
I didn't know that.
Exact same birthday, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Exact same year, too.
Separated at birth.
Y'all be 38 this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
38? I'll be
Yeah.
37, so I'm right behind y'all.
Oh, you pushing your 40s, bro?
I know you're pushing up.
Pushing 40.
Why
They
you guys
call us
always
Unc
got
when I hang
to?
out with like the little youngers that, hey, what's up, Unc? Like,
They
we're
call
Unc.
me
Yeah,
Oh, no.
Don't call me on.
You guys
Yeah,
always
I'll
got to
still beat you in
remind
the
me
race.
that I'm the oldest.
you pop.
Usually at every party and everything, I'm the oldest.
That's why they
Yeah.
call
Party
you Rave
popper.
Daddy.
Yeah,
Party,
right.
yeah, rave daddy.
Rave Daddy, baby. So Luke, man, you've been doing it. I honestly don't know how you do all of what you've done.
I don't know,
with
man. I
your
appreciate
label
that,
all
though.
over the years, because not only have you kept the music flowing from year to year, you stay innovative when it comes to releasing music and being on top of what's next and what's new. And not only that, your sound design is amazing.
Thank you very much,
So
man.
you've got to let's go through some of that. Let's go through how you manage to keep the label going and yeah. I mean, you've got Geo now added to your team.
Yeah, it's a
Geo's
beautiful thing.
forefront of some of your labels. So talk about that.
Yeah, man. So for the longest time, it's just been me, and it's just me, Oos. Again, after like 2020, Geo came to me and he suggested relaunching the labels. I closed all three of them,
Yeah.
just for like a short time, and I put him on as my first A&R ever
Yeah.
for Del Sol.
That's the best move, dude. I'm telling you what. Geo's got an ear, and you know it.
yeah.
One of the best ears that I've ever seen.
Well, only recently, I was like, I don't think I'm actually serving my A&Rs. I have a team of A&Rs.
You do.
Yeah, I have
Who are
A&Rs.
some of the other A&Rs?
John Pelishon, shout out, boy. He's living in Tulum, Playa del Carmen, part-time.
Okay.
I've got Chet Maxlow in Grand Rapids in Detroit.
Okay, I know Chet.
Yeah, it's
What
the
up,
boy.
yo?
And then I've got Jay Vega, Mateo Lug in Puerto Rico, and Arecibo and San Juan.
Let's go.
And then I've got Gio Leone in St. Petersburg. I did a little more in traditional approach. I got a team,
Yeah.
you know, almost like a syndicate.
Very
Spread
cool.
out.
It's
Spread
spread
out
out
the
too.
route.
It's
Yeah.
got this nice little circle there.
So, you know, I decided to better serve my my two artists that have been with me for God so long, man.
Who's the artist?
John Peloshon.
Okay.
I've got him running Floor 13.
He
Oh,
went
yeah,
Tulum,
wait.
right?
Yep.
He came up here to play like last
Yes.
year. He was
Yes.
fired. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
And then I got Gio Leon running Del Sol, which is two labels that they cut their teeth on.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, it's kind of a beautiful thing. I've got them now running their labels. Both just had their first releases.
Very good.
Yeah.
Like,
Can I ask something real quick?
go for
Yeah.
it.
So you got multiple labels. What's the difference, and like why do you have different ones?
So yeah, it used to all be 3 labels. And then I moved it all to one label, Vanta Black.
Okay.
And, you know, I've started listening to people that tell me things more. Like,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
obviously care enough to tell me, so maybe I should pay attention.
Yeah.
And
What's some of those things?
maybe you should focus the label on just one sound.
Okay.
You know, Vanta Black kind of strikes me as just a techno label or a darker club beat label.
Okay.
Don't you hate going through YouTube and you find like a label and you're getting tracks and then you come across one you don't like? That's some things people have told me.
That's
Okay.
true.
And it's like, all right, bet. So turn Vanta Black into like a dark club sounds.
Okay.
And Del Sol will just be like strictly like tech house, Latin tech, more in Gio's visage, and little shout out to the culture on that.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then with John Peloshon, he's going to be taking Floor 13,
Okay.
which was a vinyl-only lo-fi label.
Yes.
And he's
I
going to be
remember
turning
I
that into a vinyl-only and digital now on Bandcamp too.
Okay.
Tribal Lo-Fi Amapiano label.
Oh
Tribal
wow,
lo-fi
really?
On piano. That's different.
That's gonna be cool.
Yeah, listen to his music. John Peloshon's got like some of the smoothest shit out right now.
Send it to us, please.
Yeah, it's
We
like
would
blacker
love-
coffee for real.
You should send
what we
us.
call them.
You should send it
Blacker
to us, man.
coffee.
We should.
Yeah.
You know,
No
we'll
sugar.
play some of it through the radio. You know, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
we
man,
would love
absolutely.
to promote all of Vanta Black. All of. I mean, that would be.
That'd be amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you guys have the 24-hour station.
Yes.
Pretty lit.
Yes. We would
I've
love
tuned
to
in a
put
few
some of
times,
that.
you know.
I appreciate.
I don't
that.
really sleep, so that's part of the secret sauce right there.
Yeah, man, I couldn't imagine. Not only do you do art design, you do all kinds of like it's crazy. But Floor 13 struck me as one of the very most interesting projects that I've seen you guys put out.
Yeah, thank you, man.
It is so niche, you know, and the music that comes out on it is amazing too.
Yeah, we broke Kai William, James Weiler. We put some of their first records out. Now look at them.
That's
you know?
amazing, man.
Shout
So
out to Kai. He got fire music. I'm a fan.
Oh,
of
yeah,
Kai Wayne.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So what's next for these 3 labels? Or are we focusing on a Young Death? Are we doing Lethal? Let's tell us about that. The name change and moving forward.
You know, I just doxed Young Death. Shout out Young Death, wherever you are. I've been a rapper since I was 11 years old. I've been spitting bars, been writing lyrics, and I've
Yeah.
had multiple names under that as well.
Really?
But, Young Death is my side project for rap, as well as rapping over like my Blood Magic project.
Hey,
It's not,
sound like
you know,
some
it's
Young
supposed to be
Lean,
a
Young
separate
Zan.
separate entity. I don't know, man. More like Young the Man. I don't know.
There you go.
But like, yeah, the Young Death.
YTM.
Yeah, it's a
So
kind
what?
of controversial name.
No.
Yeah.
So, like, what's the future for your labels? Where are you guys going? What do you see forward for you guys?
Man, we've been doing a lot of things, getting a lot of like our records are charting, getting placements on radio shows, playlists. Just honestly splitting the labels up, kind of like refining what we push out.
Yeah.
That's kind of been like a big help, I believe, because like my friends were saying, like they're like, you know, you got to have a consistent
Sound.
sound that's coming through.
Okay.
Also moving our releases. It's always been 4 releases a month. I feel that's a disservice to the artists.
Really?
Vanta Black's 4 artists by artists.
Yep.
So now the one thing that I've been doing is splitting them up. So you got 2 releases a month, every 2 weeks.
Nice.
You can also do like showcases on the artists.
Yes.
Really, really pay a lot more attention to those releases.
Yes.
And I found with the statistics of it all that the record sales are going up.
Okay.
So it's
So
not the more you put out, it helps push it out.
Oh,
Well,
the less.
The
Yeah.
less.
He wants
Oh,
to do.
okay.
He used to do 4. A
yeah, so
month,
every Friday have a release,
which
which like,
I don't know how the hell
Yeah,
you do that with knowing how much goes
that was
into
the
a
other part,
release.
too, yeah.
It's absolutely insane. There's so much.
one
that
stop
goes
shop,
behind
baby.
it.
Yeah.
I got it. You need it.
Yes, you do. You
Heard
do
that
it
about
for,
you.
For,
Hey, ask around. Ask around.
that, Rave Daddy, you're wrong. You're
I've
wild.
known Luke a while now. It's fine.
Reputation
It's okay.
precedes me. Yeah.
You know, when I played one of the Divine Freak shows, like it was their 3rd show or something like that, he was on the same lineup as I was. It was also one of my very first fairly well-known techno sets, but it was great to play with him because I hadn't heard of Luke for a long time.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know him. I don't know if I know you that personally yet, but I think you and I knew each other, but yeah, we've definitely become friends over the years and stuff like that. But that was fun to play with him on the same lineup.
Yeah, I played a psytrance techno set with like Tyga and like fucking 50 Cent.
Nice.
And he was like, well, that was one of the more interesting sets. A man who can weave multiple genres. Gave me the proper outro.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've caught a lot of Luke Lethal sets and Boom sets and but there was one set that I remember that stuck out the most. He played like some Tampa song inside of a tech house mix. And I was like, what in the world is happening
It had to be
here?
Chris Dahl, which, shout out to you, Anthony. I see you working with Chris Dahl.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Yes, Chris is dope, man.
Yep.
Chris is really fun, very creative.
I think it had to be all up and through there.
I don't know what it was, but it was wild.
Yeah.
I
Shout out
think I
Tampa
even-
Hip Hop.
Yes. Have you worked with Chris?
No, I haven't.
No?
But
We got to set that up.
so
gotta sit down with him.
my ex, she knew his manager,
Okay.
and I was trying to do a project.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she went to prison for 2 years. Shout out Ariana.
Oh,
we miss
wow.
you. But
Oh, wow, I didn't know
yeah,
that.
so that kind of got cut off the legs there for a minute.
Oh man. Well, let's try to set something up.
Yeah, I got to make some more beats. It was really for a hip hop project.
Oh really? That's right. You so like I said, your sound design is crazy.
I thought it'd be really funny to do like the First Year on Death project has some Tampa legends on it.
Oh.
Because everybody's sleeping
only
on the
right.
boy.
It's
Everybody
only
always in
right.
bed, tucked up, sleeping
Yeah.
on the boy.
Yeah.
And you don't sleep.
Wake them up.
And I don't
Wake 'em
sleep.
up. Yeah.
All right. So we've got Vanta Black, we've got Del Sol, we've got Floor 13, Luke Lethal, Young. You busy, dude?
Yeah, a little bit.
You
Just
busy?
at
man.
I got
TK last week,
amnesia.
right? You was just at TK. You had a show.
Yeah,
we
we just
How
had
was
the
that?
Vanta Black
Amnesia
takeover.
design.
Yeah. How was that?
Yeah, pretty good, man. Tagged with Paper Cut. I thought like, hey, what if it's my boy? Shout out Paper Cut. I was like, what if the doorman DJ? What if it was like, hold up, I gotta go play. That's exactly how it went.
That's awesome.
Yeah, shout out Over Easy.
Yeah.
Shout out Second Chances.
Yeah, Over Easy's
Shout
a
out
man.
Alexa, Lexalo. Shout out
Yes.
Two Clutch. House
Yeah.
of Skankers.
Yes.
Second
yeah.
Chances is doing my EPK.
No, that's the man right there, bro.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
So what an interesting scene. What's your take on the future of our scene?
As it continues to grow and evolve, I think things are going to constantly shift. And I feel people who don't adapt to these things or these new artists are going to be left behind.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people mad about like the Beat Music Academy. Let's get controversial.
Oh.
A lot of old heads out there. I hear you all the time in my face, online. Oh, all these new DJs, all this oversaturation. Oh, like how about we lift each other up? How about we help each other? That's my
Facts.
message to y'all.
Yeah, you've always
Those,
been that way.
those
You've
are
always
also
been
separate
in-
items, though. Those aren't one item together, just to keep in mind.
Yeah, another thing to keep in mind is once you're pushing 40, maybe you should get into something else. Maybe you should expand your reach. Maybe you
Ouch.
shouldn't just be a DJ.
Was that personal to me? Was he
That was
talking to me?
personal.
No,
That
I
ain't
think it
personal,
was.
Rape Daddy Robbie. Rape Daddy
Telling
Robbie.
me to get the fuck out. That's what he just told
Nah,
me.
nah. See,
No, I mean,
y'all,
So
hey,
why are you DJing? Get the fuck out of here.
y'all already do so much for
Listen,
community, such
let
as this
it-
podcast.
let
Y'all,
it go.
y'all are on a different level.
Yeah.
Y'all do the label, the podcast. You throw shows. I'm talking about the DJ who wants to play breaks in the back of the room at
Thank
age
you.
50.
Thank
Maybe
you.
you should fucking change your
Thank you.
style up and stop bitching.
There's a lot.
But-
Talk
There's
your
a lot.
shit.
So, but that's the thing, I promise I'm not going to go on a
just
diatribe.
saying.
But that's
Don't take
the
it to
thing.
heart.
That's the thing. People just keep thinking if I just keep doing it, it won't happen.
Yeah.
And you don't stop any forward momentum and time and change will always happen no
Yes.
matter what. You can pretend and you can keep playing like Mary Had a Little Lamb as long as you fucking want.
Classic
But
banger.
yeah, thank you.
cameras.
But you know what?
Talking.
But you know what? It's not going to. But you know what? That doesn't mean everybody's going to bring back Mary Had a Little Lamb. It's not going to happen.
Exactly.
And- and it-
adaptation is the name of the game.
But you know, a lot of these people
Yeah.
though too. These residences are their income in that. So there is a
Oh, that's
there's
fair.
God, whatever. There's a reason. I'm not thinking of the word. There's a reason why they're doing that. The reason why they sell that narrative.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, and I wouldn't want to say, like, if you're a new DJ, you may not have absolutely the experience that some of these guys offer, and girls. I just find it's mostly older men crying about this.
Yes.
And it's just, to me, very unusual. It's like, you have young artists, you should nurture and grow them. You should
Yes.
be like, instead of being a fucking gatekeeper.
There's no bridge.
You should fucking paint a really nice gate, and we should all live in a really
Yes.
nice house together.
There's no
Yes.
bridge.
We were really just talking about that before you got here. Like, we honestly kind of like filtered some of the stuff we was going to say, but we felt like that. We was talking about
I feel a
lot of people-
responsibility, to be honest.
It was meant to be said. Like, it has to be said. And a lot of people in this scene right now don't talk about it because they're the ones responsible for making it the way it is. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And the audience don't know. They don't know what's going on
That's
behind
true.
closed doors. So they're just going to come to a club and dance and buy drinks and leave.
But like my guy, like if I get put on a lineup and I'm like 10 o'clock or I'm like 11 o'clock, I'm not over here bitching and crying on my t-shirt like,
No, you got
because some new
opportunity.
DJ got to play at 12 or 1. Things change.
Yeah.
You got to move the
Yes.
scene forward.
I agree.
You'd be grateful for
Very
the
new
opportunity.
Absolutely.
Yes, I do. With that being said, there should be a responsibility for a minimum level of entry and learnership and motivation too.
Mm-hmm.
At that, because you can't just let the floodgates, I think, be open.
Fair enough.
Without being responsible enough to teach.
Yeah.
That there are levels to certain things in certain aspects. Like, say you put somebody in who went through an academy as such, and you put them into a situation where it's the people expect you to be doing more than just 4 to the floor, let's say.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I love the fact that people are willing to learn and be taught. But then also you have to be responsible enough to teach them everything if you're going to do that.
Sure thing. Because, you can get slotted in, thrown in, all these different spots.
Yeah, and then you
But,
may
I mean-
underperform, and boom, you've just hurt not only your career, your thoughts, your
Yeah,
motivation, So yes, we should not be bitching about the influx of DJs
Yeah.
and things.
Real quick.
But we should be responsible enough to teach them.
Yeah, I would say that for
The
sure. That's what I'm
full-
kind of getting at is like nurture and grow the community.
Yes.
Don't be like, oh, I can't believe this 22-year-old DJ is playing after me. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Grow up, bro.
So 2 years ago, because like I got into like the house scene maybe like 2-3 years ago, and St. Pete and Tampa, there was a lot of open decks. What happened to the open deck?
That's true, man. I mean,
You know
they
what I'm
still
saying?
do some. I've
There's
seen
not
them around.
too many like it used to be.
But,
And
like,
Gio used
yeah.
to put them on.
Yeah, they all got filled up by people. They're not open anymore.
Yeah, a lot of
They are not open anymore.
a lot of people getting filled up out here in St. Pete.
But
yeah.
it should be like open decks to only new DJs to give them experience.
Yeah,
what I mean? The
Mike.
open
On
decks-
that point, I was mentoring a DJ a while ago who dropped out the scene.
Yeah.
That's on him. And basically, he was like, "Let's go play these open decks at TK, man. We can both sign up." I straight up told him exactly this. I was like, "Bro, you know how disrespectful that would be for me to show
Oh,
up there
100%.
after fucking
Yeah.
18 years DJing? Let me sign up for open decks, and I got to go play
So
my
no one
shit for
else can
30
play.
minutes."
But some people
What a
of your
dweeb- what
caliber
kind
are
of dweeb
doing
would
that.
do that, bro?
Some people of your caliber are
and
doing
they need
that.
to fucking check themselves.
and they're pushing the
Yep.
guys who actually just need practice out of the way.
I highly agree with that. I
There's
believe
al-
if you should not do open decks like that. If you're an established artist out here, come on, man. What are you
There's
doing?
also a lot of the young
100%.
kids too who are playing who won't play open decks because that's beneath them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
now see,
that's the other side
that's
of the coin.
the next
They gotta have some humility and
Yep.
coming into this scene. You gotta have some respect for this
I don't
scene.
need to play open decks. I can do 4 to the floor just fine in the same key the entire hour.
I can do 8 to
and
the
if
forward.
you're for the scene, if you're for the culture, you go support the open decks.
8.5.
if you can.
Anyway.
Go
Very
support-
true. Or
go
scout
support
artists.
the new artists.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
get content for them or whatever. Like, hey, I see you out here doing your thing. Let me
Yes.
show you how you can do this. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
I mean, I go to shows and I'm consistently like in grind mode. Like I'm thinking like
Yes.
I ask people all the time. I'm like, are you producing? Are you this?
Yep.
Or maybe
Yes.
I can send you all these packs because you don't have anything. Let me send
Yeah.
you this. Let me send you that.
Yep.
I'm paying attention to the next wave because I'm signing labels like records.
Yeah, and you're fast too. I don't know. You got your ear to the ground like crazy,
Hey.
man. But you're out. You're supporting. You're out. Doing your thing. So
So that's been the beauty of moving here to St. Pete, man.
yes,
it's
you are
Yeah.
a part of it now.
I'm able to actually ingratiate into the scene and like kind of go to shows without DJing, which has been a positive.
yeah.
You know?
What's been your take on that? You did come from Tampa. You're Tampa boy at heart. So
So they
you-
say.
And so now you're in St. Pete. Where do you believe that the house culture is here
here we
versus
go.
there?
Yeah, I believe the arts culture is here. I mean, I believe the house scene's a lot more established. Shout out to Desire, shout out to Secrets,
Yes.
shout out to people actually pushing it in Tampa. But
Yes.
our scene in Tampa has completely dried up otherwise. I mean, you look at
Was
it,
there a scene though before?
not really that much, but there was when I was coming up. There sure was. Everything's getting
Was it
gentrified.
was it all centralized in Ybor City, or is
The-
it expanding?
So the
Can it
diaspora,
expand?
the diaspora in Tampa is like kind of messed up. You got Soho, you used to be Channel Side, now it's Water Street. You got Ybor. Everything's got kind of spread out weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Out here in St. Pete, it's a little smaller,
Yeah,
but it's still like more centralized.
yeah.
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 Okay.
true.
You can walk here to here to here and have a party.
You do feel the art a little harder here in St. Pete. I do. I believe. and we are spreading. We
Yeah.
are spreading like crazy. So what's your level of, you guys are doing events. You guys are doing a lot of events.
Yeah,
a lot
trying
of
to,
late
man.
night stuff. I don't know how you.
I'm honestly gonna be moving away from after hours with Alchemy. I also run Alchemy.
Yes.
What's up?
He don't sleep.
Yeah, I'm moving a little away from late night after hours warehouse parties. I'm gonna start turning Alchemy into more of a reasonable scheduled event. Once I find some venues willing to work
That's
with the
that
boys.
38 kicking in.
Yeah,
that's
I was
that
just gonna say.
38.
I'm telling you, man, there's been some times
He
back to
felt
back
that too. He
warehouse
know.
parties, and
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
like,
right there with you.
I'm like trying not to drink, and it's like 5 a.m, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm going a week without vaping.
Shit, I ain't worried about the drinking. That's
that was I was trying to party code. I was talking about drinking.
I had that problem this weekend.
Yeah, it's tough, man. We wanted to break into that industry, and then I did a couple of 6 a.m.s, and I was like, nah, bruh, it ain't.
Yeah, and like I've been working in a warehouse past like 2.5 weeks, so job starts at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
That's been challenging.
Okay. Yeah, you just can't go to work sleeping.
Wait, they have that?
I don't know. No,
I'll start sleeping.
You can't do it, man. In Germany, they do.
Really?
Yeah, you get like 2-hour nap breaks for real. I guess something work perks in Germany, I guess.
They got it going.
So you did 80 in Amsterdam. Are you traveling anymore?
Man, so I just actually got back from Michigan, from Grand Rapids.
Okay.
I also do another project called Blood Magic with Chet Maxlow.
Okay.
We had a 4-hour, 40-minute set at Billy's Lounge. Pretty fucking solid set. I mean, we put all 36 originals.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
That was a fun travel gig.
Wow.
It's like a whirlwind, man.
Very cool.
We got to link
Yeah.
with NJP.
Yes, NJP's not far. And he's on the label also. He'd be a
Yeah.
great producer for one of your labels, too.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I'd love to hear, man.
He's out of...
He's out of like outside of
Detroit.
Detroit.
Really?
Oh, he is on. Yeah, he's on.
What up,
Shout out
NJP?
NJP. Oh, Gio Leone's on, too.
Oh,
What up,
shit. Shout out
Gio?
Gio.
Yeah, he wanted to say hi to his ex,
Yeah, Gio said shout out to my...
which I think
my
he's
ex
talking
I
about
miss you.
Luke, actually.
Secrets out. What a sordid love affair.
Yes.
Well,
So many good people in the culture. I love it. All right, Luke, tell the people where they can find you, what's new with you, or where they can find you, all your names, your socials, your businesses. Give it to them. Tell them.
Yeah, man. Like Luke Lethal, I'm available on all social platforms, all major media outlets, and streaming and platform stores. Got lots of music coming on the way. Blood Magic is kind of my primary focus right now for production. We've got some pretty sick releases coming out. Ramiro Lopez and Arjun Vagal's label, Odd Recordings, as well as their joint project with Spartak, Union 3. Plus, a big one we just signed is in Berlin. I've been scouting every single agency and club and artist that is functioning on the underground in Berlin, because eventually your boy is going to be there.
Let's go.
And we just signed to Dreisen Schallplatten.
Goals.
Took a little while to learn how to say that, but this is a label that works with the club Trezor. Okay. So me and Chetty, we have a lot of big plans on the way for the music.
I love that.
Yeah. The labels, we're all over, available on all your major media retail outlets. We got Vanta Black, Del Sol, Floor 13, all pumping out tunes. Shout out Gio Leone, just had the first release on Del Sol. I believe it's Soul 423, the 423rd release, coming to you from Dipsy out of Miami, Mi Gente. Orale vamos.
Yeah.
Or
Very
Dale.
good.
Any events coming up?
Yeah, actually, the next big event we have for Vanta Black is a collaboration with a group that I've really loved over the years, pushing the culture, Techno Snobs.
Techno.
Yep,
Snobs.
shout out
what
Akshay,
up,
shout
though?
out Benitez.
Yes.
We've got a pretty big show with Max Rossi. We've got local legend, and when I said legend, I mean a stalwart, Jesse Scotto, opening on the lineup.
Let's go.
Yep, as well as we have Jin, which I believe is how you say it, correct? This is Jay, who runs Fader.
Okay.
Then we
Is
also
that
have...
that's his DJ name?
Yeah, it's
I
his
didn't
real
know that.
name.
Very cool.
Yeah, real name. And then we've got Brett Mate.
Okay.
In 8 Rhythms. We've got a pretty strong lineup for that. That's going to be at the Nest.
What date? What
It's
was
going to
it?
be June 13th.
Oh, that's right around the corner. Love that.
Yep.
Love that. Okay, at the Nest, that's gonna be
Yeah, man. It's
Ooh.
going to be pumping techno. You know what I mean? We got Max Rossi on the bill.
Okay.
So
Very
that's,
good.
that's a new collaboration that me and Akshay and Benitez have just joined up for. It's Techno Snobs and Vanta Black.
Techno Snobs is very good. I like their selections. I'll never say it right.
Benitez.
Benitez.
Benitez
All caps,
has
no gimmicks.
a great track selection. and a very snobby ear.
That's right. Yeah, with good reason. Man's knows his music. You
Yes,
know?
he does. Yes, he does. Gio said he was referring to your comment when you said, "Shout out to your ex, I miss you."
Yeah, you know Ariana. You know the girl. She out in prison. I actually just missed a couple calls from her in jail. You know.
Damn.
So-
Yeah, you got to take that collect. Put some on the bill, man. You know.
Yeah,
get
man.
You got to watch those jail calls. They'll add up.
Yeah. She pays for him. You think I'm a fool, bro?
Perfect.
You're wild, man. You're wild.
But she gonna be back in like 2 years or something, and then maybe I can get something going
Yeah.
with the music that she had to offer. So I had
She
her
can probably
rapping.
help the rap career.
I had her rapping for a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
her and my friend Chelsea Lynn. Shout out Chelsea Lynn.
Yes.
They supposed to make
Chelsea's a
some
real
real
one.
bougie ass like bitchy music for the label.
There you go.
Whenever y'all ready, we could even do it over the phone like Tori. Let go.
Oh,
Oh, let's
that's a
go.
thing. A whole
Yeah.
you drop a whole album like
Actually, I
that.
should tell her. She's probably writing way better bars now. She's around the main girls, you know, because she's in
That's
the bars.
hilarious. Yeah.
She's in the
Perfect.
bars.
Look, you just read a bar for her.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
But I'm pumped.
All right, guys. So I think what we're gonna do is go to a commercial break, and then we'll come back
Hold
and
on.
we'll talk
Hold
about
on, not yet.
some of the things that we
Stretch.
have coming
Stretch,
up
stretch.
in the future. I'm stretching it out a little
Stretch a
bit.
little bit
So
more.
we
Stretch it.
have
Stretch a tiny bit.
you guys did hear is Luke Lethal here, Young Death, Vanta Black, Del Sol, Floor 13, Amnesia Designs, Alchemy, which is looking for its new home. So if you know of a venue, shout out to your boy. He knows he wants the hookup. We have Max, the Rossi show coming up at the
Yep.
Nest, June 13th. I mean,
That's loud as shit.
you don't sleep. You really
Nah,
don't
man, I
sleep.
don't sleep. Need more days in the week. Need more food on my plate to eat.
Let's go.
Bars.
I love. He's spitting them, right?
Spit us something before you go.
You want to lead us out with a spit?
Okay.
Wow.
Hey, it didn't seem like I'd ever stumble. I'm out here riding with my mains that's humble. Every single time I come in the game, I crumble. And the fact of the matter is, I don't use Bumble. Cause I got bad bitches, I got mad stock riches. I'm getting game like itches. Ugh, I think I need another one. And what the fuck? I ain't pedestrian. I'm born to win, born to get the bread and born to even send.
We walking
No closed
out.
caption. Boys at it again.
Look at that,
Let's
y'all.
go.
Lethal out with leading us
yeah.
out with the freestyle.
Freestyle.
Y'all didn't even know
That
what
style
y'all was
ain't free.
getting.
We should put that on a Patreon. Make them pay for that.
Hell yeah. Let's go, guys. We will catch you back right after this commercial break.
Yes, sir.
And we have our upcoming. We'll see ya.
Bye-bye. Hello, hello.
Check, check.
Hello,
Mic
world.
check. 1, 2. What is this?
So we just took a little break there and just
We
were
are
hanging
back.
out. Guys, notice we got a nice little Humble House radio still now, so I can actually cut the camera so I can, scratch my belly and shit.
Scratch your belly.
You ain't scratching your belly.
Can you
Well-
pat your head and rub your stomach at the same time?
I
While
it
speaking on the
depends on the
microphone.
scenario. Depends on the scenario.
Hold the mic, speak in the mic, pat your head, rub your belly at the same time.
I bet you can.
I won't tell you how you should hold your mic.
How
Yeah.
does he do it?
Wasn't that techno? Oof, I like that.
Yeah.
What's playing right now? I don't have my headphones on.
This is who is this? This is Ghost of the Shoreline by
Michael
Mike.
Wentz.
Yeah. Very good, very
Love
good.
That.
Play one of Lethal's tracks.
Did you already? He's on there.
I like
He
that.
goes
Is he
down.
on there?
Let's
Yeah,
go to the
right
shoreline.
there,
Yo,
the
shout
last
out, man.
one.
It's a nice clap. It's a nice
Oh,
sound
I see
design.
it. Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Sorry, Mike.
That's Mario Sitcom.
There we go.
Nice. Yes, we got a little absent here out now. Humble House Records. You know the deal, baby.
Yeah.
Yep. You like shit hits.
All right, guys. Well, what's coming up? What's going on this weekend?
Well, Thursday.
Anyone know?
I'm at
Thursday?
Saigon.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like last Thursday, so it's funny. Earlier I mentioned about Patrick, and I said he earned his one of his next level DJ badges and stuff. Well, when I did Techno Tuesday at the Techno and Tequila at the end of April, I felt like after I played that set, I leveled up and got a new badge. And then
Well, amazing set.
yeah,
I give you
thank
your flowers at Saigon. I was like, I'm not just gassing you, bro. Like,
Oh, you
that
were there
fucking
for
Robbie,
the
man.
set?
That was He came out into the crowd at the end.
Oh, yeah,
He
yeah.
dropped this banger track. He's dancing with everybody. It was iconic.
Wow.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. I was really happy with the set. And so Saigon 2 Thursdays ago,
That Humble House, baby.
I started playing, and it was kind of getting a little crowded, and I was a little not in the mood to play, by the way. When I got there, I just was like, fuck this. And so I said, okay, well, I'm just going to, I'm just going to pick shit up right now. And 25 minutes in, I just got into the house genre and started lifting it up. And I had that place full of 100, 125 people all fucking night long.
Yeah.
And the vocal house, people are really starting to get into. And so it was a lot of fun. And then this Thursday, I have Salvatore AM, and he's going to be guest playing a set. And then I have
Love that.
Lee Inventor, who's
He
just
played
going to
with
come
us
in.
yesterday.
He wants
He
to play.
was
Yeah, I saw that. And he wants to do a birthday set. So I said he could come play an hour for a birthday set.
Happy birthday, Anthony.
Yeah.
Shout out.
So that'll be fun. That'll be a good
fun
night.
Thursday.
And then, of course, we got First Friday, right?
First Friday.
Come so
I'm
fast.
so excited.
Time of the party buses
My
and the
God.
We're back,
crazy white girls.
baby.
Yes, we are about to
No
go
short supply of that.
ham.
Wait, so the other day we were in Concrete Jungle and it was so weird being in there, dead.
Oh yeah, Thursdays are a hard day to do.
Yeah. But I was
It's
laughing
because
just
it's not on the main block.
I
Yeah.
was just,
Yeah,
I
it's
was
a little-
just laughing because I don't think I've been in there without the floor sticky and girls just
Yeah.
falling down those stairs.
Yeah, our first Fridays get
I
off.
was like,
the
wow,
chain.
it's actually so nice in here.
Yeah, I love that. We gotta have a Vantablack upstairs takeover.
Wait.
Oh yeah, I'd be
Wait.
absolutely down, man.
Yeah.
Let's do
the roster runs
that.
deep out here, man. I've got a lot of people out on the label across the bay.
I've always
awesome.
wanted to. So
Let's do
when I pitched
that.
this vision to them, it was always two separate vibes. I wanted to have
Mm-hmm.
upstairs controlled by another collective or another organization who could bring a different vibe, and then Humble House would always be downstairs doing the
Yeah, I love that,
Afro
bro.
Latin house vibes, and so far everybody has been amazing. We've always had something different, but what we have not had and what I've wanted to do was a legit techno night
Ooh.
up there.
Yeah, we got plenty of artists for that, man.
Nice, dark, vibey, and we always do the sound up there. We bring extra sound up top. But this first Friday we have Trippy Squad coming.
Shout out
through.
Trippy Squad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
Trippy
there.
Squad's
You
gonna
already
come
know.
through. We have Embrace opening upstairs.
That's a boy.
That's the transition from dinner to club-ish vibe.
Oh, speaking of Trippy Squad, I just saw a post that since Tatro and Girl with Tattoo, I can't remember Ali's DJ name. Or that is a DJ name, isn't it? Girl with the Whisk Tattoo?
No, she has a new DJ name.
Alley Cat, isn't it?
No.
that's a different
She
Alley.
has a new DJ name.
Yeah,
Alley Cat's another one of my exes. Shout out Alley Cat. I know you're gonna love that shout out since you love my shout outs so much that you have to comment on them.
Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna start a list here just in case. But no, I guess
Gonna love that shout out.
the reason why I bring this up, I guess, is because Hoagie's going to join Jason now on Saturdays and be playing at Red Thread. So
Oh, okay.
nice.
yeah,
Very
so
cool.
that was
sick,
just
yeah.
posted.
Very cool.
Alright.
That's the way.
They're one of the best DJs in the scene, bar none.
Hoagie is amazing. Very cool. So he's on the lineup. Andy, Slick Vision, they're going to be there first Friday upstairs. I can't imagine.
Oh, geez, man.
That's going to be nuts.
Yeah, they got the longest running party
It's
in
gonna
St.
be-
Pete at 9 years, I believe is the number.
Yeah, at the
I,
Benz.
I believe, combining parties with Humble House, man, that's
It's going to be
money.
very fun.
Yeah.
We got Diego Armand with John Castro. They're coming from Orlando. Very cool Latin house vibe guy. Awakening's coming back. Awakening hasn't been in town in a while, so it's fun to have him back.
Love him.
We got Chico downstairs.
Yeah, shout out my boy G, Chico, Mad House Rhythm.
It's
Matt's
gonna
doing
be
everything, man.
wild.
Yeah, it's gonna
Friday.
be bananas.
Yeah.
And then we have Brian Tyler opening up. He is a part of our
Yeah.
artist development, which we haven't announced yet. But
Yeah.
if you've been listening today, you know. Now Brian Tyler is a part of our artist development program, and so he's going to be opening up downstairs with his vibe and what everything he's been working on. So it's going to be amazing.
Exactly, but see, that goes back to exactly what we were talking about earlier, and you guys have been doing it, is nurturing the young artists coming in, nurturing new artists.
Oh yeah,
Giving them opportunities and giving them the right safeguards.
Oh, yeah.
Like, see, y'all already doing that. Y'all
Yeah.
are part of it.
we try and we learn from the best, man. You know?
So I got some folks coming from Detroit, my hometown, this weekend. It's their birthday.
Let's
So they're
go.
gonna come pull up.
Shout out to D.
Concrete. Yeah.
Heck yeah,
They're
heck
not
yeah.
house guys, but we might have to convert them this weekend.
Oh,
you
they
know
will.
what I mean,
Once you get
they
that
will
rhythm
be
in their
after
soul.
they get here. Yeah. So I told them to bring like a little nice shirt because we're gonna be in the jungle. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, upstairs is going to be bananas. Sounds always supplied by DJ Rich Sound. So
Sounds so good.
it's
So
made that
good.
place in there is booming, man. I can't wait. So yeah, we got to work that. Maybe let's do like August.
Yeah,
upstairs?
August would be fantastic.
Vanta Black takeover upstairs.
That'd be fun.
Yeah,
That sounds
enough
like-
time to plan. We've got a few things in the pipeline.
Yeah.
I'm just continuously setting up, so August would be fantastic.
Yeah, I don't want to overload you.
No, man, my CPU
You
don't
don't
run
sleep.
short, man.
You don't sleep.
No,
No sleep.
What else this weekend? We're playing The Landing on Sunday with Roberta.
Beautiful.
Yes, that'll
Yeah.
be fun.
Shout out Roberta.
Yeah.
Love Roberta,
Shout
man.
out Roberta.
Yes,
She's
Roberta.
watching.
Is she? Hi, Roberta.
Yeah.
I know we talked about
Bon AJ.
before the show, but we do have Anthony Atala. Anthony's my friend, so I'm going to mention that. So
Oh, Anthony Atala
Yeah.
is coming.
He-
wonderful dude.
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday, Pier T.
Yeah,
Yep.
Loose Cannon's on that lineup. I can't remember who
Gio
else was on
as
there.
well.
Gio Leone.
Oh,
Yep.
and the pier?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
M&X
okay.
on that lineup
nice.
too.
And,
M&X is on. Oh,
boys.
wow.
boys.
No. That he was at the Scoot
sure?
show this weekend.
Oh, the last one. Okay.
It says Joe, Gio, Leonardo, and I'm sorry, Lunaroo and Loose Cannon.
Luna
fantastic.
Roo. Oh, that's Ariel.
Oh, and then Nico Moon, whoever Nico Moon is.
Support
I
artist.
don't know
yeah.
who that is either.
Near
Yeah,
to
Anthony
right,
Atala is one of the kindest people I've met
Anthony's
in the industry.
amazing. Love Anthony.
One of the people
Very
that
good guy.
I
I'm
was
exactly
in Miami.
1 year older
Seen
than
him.
Anthony.
What
His
kind of vibe?
birthday's
Like
the
a
day
deep
after
house
mine.
Really?
What kind of vibe? Like what kind of
Uh,
house?
Tech House.
Tech house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, he kills it.
He's
Like,
a Chicago legend, man. Runs
Straight
incorrect.
Tech House.
doesn't
That's
chop
dope.
the tracks,
Legit.
keeps the energy
Yeah.
going. Just,
Okay.
yeah, I love
Absolute
it.
high
love
energy.
it.
Legit.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've had the pleasure of opening for Anthony a couple times and
sir.
meeting him, having him listen to some of my tracks, give me feedback. He's a very
Yep.
nice guy, as you said.
Well,
Yeah.
and that was like my friend Max, a Scooch, was at the lemonade stand next door to the warehouse this weekend, too. He's a really good guy, too. I didn't get a chance to go see him, though. but-
Yeah, he's a fantastic artist out of Miami.
Yes. He's so nice. And he's so talented.
I was gonna bring him here with Burger and BZ, my boys from Vanta Black and Pinkback Records. Shout out Pinkback Records.
Pink
Okay.
bag.
We were gonna bring them up for a show, but scheduling conflicts. So it was kind of nice to see that he actually got brought up here for a warehouse show. So
Yeah.
I know he was
Is
really
it
looking
because
forward
the
to that.
bag is pink or the product in the bag is pink?
I think that I think that you to see. I mean, you can see why that would be the case.
That's funny.
Crazy guys. Crazy. All right. So, I mean, I think that wraps it up. I can't think of anything else that's happening in the media.
We have 11 minutes.
Um,
Unless we're going to 8:30.
So I'm trying to look up. So I was watching some big DJ that came here in Tampa, and he performed. And I didn't know he was in town. And I was watching on YouTube, and all I saw was Rave Daddy Events.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it
Thank
was.
you.
I forgot who it was. I'm trying to find.
Well, I hope so.
He's a Spanish. Huh? It was a Spanish DJ. I forgot his name. Huge. He's like Brazilian or something. I can't remember his name. And he DJed somewhere in Tampa. I never heard his venue too.
Probably the patio.
No.
Was it the deep wave? Well, there
No,
wasn't a.
It wasn't a deep wave event.
Oh, it wasn't.
Shout
Okay.
out Deep Wave
No.
Sessions, the boys.
Probably then it was a
gotta find this video
No
it
Sleep
was.
probably presents.
I think it might have been a no sleep thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They rent our equipment. I
Yeah.
say that me and my roommate Dago.
Well, the venue looks dope. That DJ's fire. I didn't know he was here. I would
But
have.
thank you for the plug. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Rave
actually
Daddy events, baby.
in the next week. We're actually picking up some more CDJs, so we're expanding our
fantastic,
inventory
bro.
now. Yep.
Can I get like a monthly subscription?
You know what? A great idea.
You know,
you
I
like
think
throw a
that's
couple on
good.
there?
Listen, marketing.
$1,000 a month, and you can rent them up to 3 weeks. There you go.
Damn,
That's
actually pretty
That's
good.
I know.
That's a fantastic deal.
Well, I
actually.
meant,
pretty
I meant
good.
you can rent them up to 3 times is what I meant.
A lot of
3
people are
weeks in a
watching.
row. Yeah. But not. But you give me 12 grand, and then you can
I mean,
rent them.
that's pretty
That's
fantastic
actually a great
price. It's
idea.
like
to be
300
honest
Do
with you.
monthly or
300
annual?
Yeah.
$333.
Give me
a
$1,000
week.
bucks. Yeah, $333 per rental for 4 decks and a mixer.
Listen, I got
Not the
muscle
A9.
that they don't
Y'all heard it here.
Not the
Don't pay.
A9, the 900 NSX too.
There you go, man. You need to write that out.
That's actually a fantastic deal.
That's actually
Y'all heard it
really
here.
good. You can make some money on
It's
that.
not a bad
baby.
idea.
My
actually.
guys from the D, they can be
Wait,
your
do you come
muscle.
with it, or like, what's up?
Yeah, I do come with it. Believe it or not.
Y'all are getting a fucking deal, boy.
Yeah. Well, then and that's called cash injection, and that's how you get more decks. By the way, people, that's
Yeah,
how you do
there
that
you
shit.
go.
Very good.
And
man.
that's not actually a bad idea. We've actually had a lot of people come to us and talking about renting and getting equipment from us because most of the people in the area, God, I'm going into an infomercial. Most of the people in the area don't actually have multiple sets of decks. Most people just bought decks and either A, don't DJ anymore, or B, are barely using them, so they decide to rent them.
Yeah.
Sad state.
You don't get the technical knowledge, you don't get the equipment. I polish all the equipment before it goes out, which may seem like nothing, but it is important.
Oh, it is.
You want your headliner to walk up and look at shiny ass reflective platters or platters with shit that have splattered all
Muddy
over them.
looking,
Exactly.
Dusty ass
And
CDJs.
Faders
all them
stuck.
fingers all up in them
Exactly.
knobs.
And if you want us to, if we deliver them, we'll set them all up. We check everything. We make sure everything playback right. I literally check each individual CDJ. I just don't plug the drive in once and then test it across all of them, which a lot of people do.
Yeah.
I set all the CDJs up the exact same way with the exact same configuration because I'm a DJ and I kind of know how they should be set up. I do full sound check. I meet
Yeah.
with the artists, ask them if there's any way they want them specially set up, all that stuff. And I can tell you, not everyone in the scene does that. Probably not anyone. in the scene
Insert
does that.
logo here.
For
Thank you.
under $350
Rave Daddy
bucks
events.
a month, I can make sure I got my shit. Let's go,
I'm
baby.
saying, say less.
Let's go.
No, but for like $350, that'll get you 4 2000s and an NSX2, 900 NSX2.
Look at that.
I mean, that's our price points too. I got controllers, I got decks, and I
Yeah.
don't care if I'm giving away all my secrets on the radio. I'm better.
No, hey, listen,
Yeah.
this is how you sell. You sell, baby.
Yeah,
I love it, man.
but thank you. I appreciate that, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What else? What else we got? What else is?
See,
Have you guys seen this latest beef with Hype and Deadmau5?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah,
what's the
yeah.
latest?
Hype did.
There's more to it.
Yeah, Hype just did a whole and I just saw an interview of where he spills where it's not so serious. It's not so serious because he said that he put out that one clip of the one where he clips the mouse and Deadmau5 is eating pizza. He said
that's
he
funny.
did that one, and Deadmau5 texted him, and he was like, "Oh, well, you should do it like this." And
Oh yeah, he actually went into the schematics because he's a complete nerd, right?
Yeah.
He went into like the coding of everything, and
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's
I-
not as serious.
They're gonna
as
work
people
on
think
something.
it
I
is.
think it would be
Yeah.
good for the culture.
Man.
to just come together and do something.
Oh, yeah.
everybody has something to learn from hip hop. Like some of
Yeah,
these
yeah.
things ain't that serious. It's manufactured beef.
Yeah.
it's
Yes, I think
manufactured.
you're
It's
right. I
just
think you're right.
something.
I
mean,
wondered
come
that
on.
too. Maybe one of them was talking shit one night, and then they got on the phone. Well, let's drag this out a little bit.
Yeah.
Did you see the one video where Hype is doing something with the decks triggering it, and it flashes little dead mouse
Yeah.
heads?
Yeah.
It was so funny. I was like, "That's fucking good."
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, so that it's just crazy. It's not as what it seems. Everything's production.
I mean,
and
It's
Yeah.
funny because Deadmau5. I met him one time. Love his music, changed my life. Joel, frankly, you were a fucking dick. I doubt you're gonna hear this, but truly, the guy's just like a troll. Like he says,
Yeah.
oh, every set is pre-recorded. James Hype begs to differ and says otherwise. So who's telling the truth here? The guy that has such a negative slant on the scene for his entire existence of it, or the guy who actually does it?
Yeah, facts.
do you take his negative feel as sort of higher gatekeeping? Or
I do take it as
or
gatekeeping.
do you take it
I
as
actually-
trolling?
I do take it as maybe trolling and not being so serious, but I don't believe every set's pre-recorded. I don't believe
No.
that.
No.
And I believe he's just kind of just this negative energy. It's a sad thing
Well-
to make such beautiful music.
Yeah.
But think about this though. If you've been, and I'm not defending him by any means, by the way, but consider how big he was. Think about somebody like Skrillex or John Summit now, or even like Tiesto or Armin in the past and stuff. considering how big he was and that takes a lot of energy. And I just don't think people realize that. You can't walk into the fucking grocery store and get a gallon of milk without the chance of somebody actually recognizing you. You can't walk down the street with maybe somebody following you in a car because they suddenly recognize you. I don't think a lot of people, when you're George Clooney or Celine Dion or Elton John, and everyone knows your face, you can never get away from it. And everybody knows who Deadmau5 is. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, if he got his rocks off and got his popularity and had that all done and then wanted to step back, he can't step back because he will always be recognizable.
Should have left the fucking helmet on.
Right. Yeah. Well, true.
Instead of being a crybaby.
Right. But I'm saying, it can be draining. You literally can't
I do get that though, yeah.
leave your house without being noticed.
But if that's the case for Deadmau5, he didn't have to say anything to James Hype at all.
Of course. Oh, no.
Actually, James Hype called him out.
No. This is in reference just because he's always so shitty about everything. I'm just saying maybe he's over it.
But he's been like that.
But he can't get rid of it, Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, look at who's the one bass DJ? There's somebody. He's just a total asshole.
No shortage of toxicity in the bass scene. Yeah, do better. All y'all do better.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of why we started the bass label, because we feel like there could be better out there, and there could be a better lead on the bass label. Unfortunately, I can't head that. I have too much on my plate with just a house record. Again, I don't know how the fuck.
Shout out Scrooger. Shout out Silas. Shout out Seabass. Shout out Say. What's up?
I like Seabass. He's a good guy. Seabass showed up at my house one night to play, and he goes, "Wait, is that Dago?" Because my roommate.
Oh yeah, shout out Dago.
Yeah, and he's like, "Is that Dago?" And he walks in the house and he's go, "I didn't know he was your roommate."
Dago.
Oh yeah, he is your roommate.
Yeah, he is my.
I forgot.
Dang, I haven't heard that name in forever.
In the last 3 weeks, I've been asked if I was his dad 4 times. So
oh my gosh,
that's funny.
I mean,
like I am his daddy.
I was saying I look way better than Dago does. Come on, everybody knows that.
Damn, shots fired.
Well, no, just an amazing human here. Hey, Ari, what's up, Ari? We got Ari, DJ REG. We'll be with DJ REG this Saturday at the St. Pete Beach.
Nice.
Which can't wait to launch that series this summer. That's gonna be a fun summer.
Yeah, it used to be a church, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of people have told me about it. The Saint.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Come check it out.
It's a hotel now, and they got a little bar, pool, sauna. It's pretty.
Sounds
cool.
awesome.
Not a sauna, but a jacuzzi. A sauna. Jeez.
That sounds pretty fire. I know I'm adding to my writers, bro.
Can we please get the sauna in here? 5 minutes, everybody.
Yes.
We do a podcast in a sauna with increasingly hotter questions.
Yeah.
That's good, actually.
We turn the sauna up until you can't handle it and you got to run out. That's great. Oh,
no.
Last person wins the prize.
Yeah.
There's a new nightclub that just opened in Ibiza called Universe. It looked kind of fire.
Oh, the big one, the Mega Club.
Yeah, the Hyper Club.
Hyper Club.
Damn,
Damn, that's
Hyper
just
Club.
Well, I'm already way too hyper, bro. Yeah, right. I don't know if I can be up in there.
I mean, several clubs have closed in Ibiza in the last couple years, though. Several closed going into COVID and then never reopened.
Never reopened.
And then in the past couple of years, 3 or 4 more have closed, prominent clubs. Yeah. So Ibiza, who was suddenly what was supposed to be the big place to go, and that's the huge party town, I mean, some of the clubs. And you don't think the residents of Ibiza are like, oh, fuck yeah, close these fucking clubs so I can actually live in my home? Mm-hmm. You know?
I don't think they understand their economy then. Those people are
correct.
Those feeds their economy.
Okay. But we've got Tulum now, and of course it's a lot farther from Europe, but it sure seems to me everybody went there.
But you know what? Yeah. You say that's a great fucking comment, because it says you don't understand your economy, and we're building condo complexes all around the really loud places in our downtown St. Pete right now.
If you move to downtown St. Pete and you cry about the club
across the street.
That's
so
true.
I can't wait till that building opens, because I feel like something's going to go wrong.
Right in front of Saigon, it's this huge monolith. Yep. You walk out, you look up at it, and I'm already scorned. I'm already disgusted with y'all.
And it feels like a monolith when you look up at it, doesn't it?
Anybody crying can get a jaw jack, and I swear to fucking God, bro.
That's a great point. We've talked about that in the past about what's going to happen here.
The logistics is going to be fucked up.
That building's right in smack dab in the middle.
Oh my God, it's like they got to . So the problem is then that's the thing. They know they're moving in. They can probably sign a contract that says you realize you're moving into an entertainment district. So. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't fucking matter. You go find the richest lawyer you can, and somebody's going to find some sort of cut. Yeah. And then suddenly, before you know it, no outside speakers or shit like that. That's what's going to end up happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I bet will end up happening. I bet there's going to be no outside speakers.
Which is the lifeblood of the downtown scene. Yeah. So, that's kind of like Tampa had something like that happen a while ago too. And
downtown
Tampa's always been fucking garbage as long as I've lived down there. Now it's getting better though.
What's the place?
But-
Parks and Rec got closed because
Yeah, Parks and Rec literally got
Rec
closed.
2 towers.
Used to be Age, the channel side.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
They went out
What
too.
about Eden? Eden too. Yeah.
Eden
Or is
closed.
Eden's,
Well, now it's
Delta.
Delta.
Had a few problems
Delta, right?
lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Fill me in.
Easy.
They've been
easy.
having some shootings and stuff, man. It's just like the way that the Kennedy had the same issue. Get your shit together, Tampa.
Really? Oh man.
It's another reason why the Tampa house scene ain't what it is.
That's another reason why they don't got me no more. Y'all miss me yet?
It's hard out here, man. It's you don't want to be in danger to
2
fucking
minutes.
play some music.
2 minutes,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
No, and that's what I really like about St. Pete, man, is the warmth of community. It feels
Yeah.
like everybody looks out for each other.
Yep.
You know, I don't really see as much as of the grimy types out here.
You know,
I know
well-
I'm missing out. I live in Southside though, so I don't know.
You know-
I feel fine out there too.
For as much shit that the DJs and the artists in the scene throw at each other and everything, our fans are actually fairly loyal and hang out, and they're the ones that show up to
Yeah.
our events.
Yeah.
And it seems like so many of us don't give a fuck. We'd rather concerned about pay or, I mean, I'm not saying you should go play for free. I'm just saying, we're like you were saying, like a 10 o'clock slot or whatever. Well, people are still going to go out and listen to you. And you know what? Nobody comes listen to you at 10 o'clock.
Ain't that the greatest feeling in the world?
Right.
Dude? Is like, you know who shows out for you
Right,
when they
right.
really do.
I mean, I showed up at the warehouse one time playing an 11 o'clock slot. There were 3 people there. When I left, there was 20 people there. I mean,
but 3
feels-
people.
I mean, but like more people showed up. I mean,
you know, that's another thing too. Like I will say before we go, like, you know, it doesn't matter what time you are there or how many people are there. People that show out, I deeply appreciate you for coming to our events, coming and supporting us. You know, it means a lot.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that, man.
Yep.
And we see it from you, the give back to the community.
Oh, thank you.
So with that being said, guys, this was a great another podcast, Houseology
That was
Live.
great.
We
Thanks,
got
Luke Lethal.
Luke Lethal,
Yeah, man.
Young Death,
That was fire.
Vanta Black, all of those millions of things and entities you are doing for the community. Keep going. We got DJ Embrace in the building. We got DJ Volume, Rave Daddy Robbie. I
Another
am
beautiful
DJ
show.
Ketone. We are missing Danielle and Rich. We hope you guys feel much better. We'll see you guys next week on
Also,
another.
stay tuned. We have some big news coming up about Houseology Live.
Oh.
Big news. We're not going to say it today.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Yes, we won't.
Wrapping it up for this week's show. Tune in next Monday at 6 p.m. for the best up-to-date info on EDM news, culture, and gossip on the Houseology Live show.
Humble House Radio.